Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you didn't know, I'm Megan, now you know. Sorry, no face cam today. I am a little under the weather. I had a pretty rough sun exposure, and so it's not cute. But today is New Year, new me, nails. That means we're doing something new. New to me anyway, something I've never done before. It's magnetics. The color we're going to focus on today is actually this Cirque colors in the shade Paradox. I've got all these different kinds of magnets, different images. We're going to give them a try. Oh, looks like this one has broken out of here. Definitely want to put that back. But it leaves like a leaf shape. And then I've got some barrels. One of these things that you can hold your finger under. This one maybe is something. One of these that makes the swervy. We're going to try some stuff out. And then I also wanted to show you this item. I got this on Amazon. They have different styles, but I wanted this one. It's technically a makeup holder, but these are like just little silicones. This is a cover. It peels up, so you can take this off and clean it if it gets dirty. I like that it has a compartment for any items. But the real thing about this is it holds your polishes. So when you've got your lid off, and you're dipping in and out, you don't have to worry about knocking it over or accidentally picking it up with the lid off, because I am notorious for picking them up with the lid still off. It is a little bit iffy about the sizes of polishes it'll fit. Orly's do fit, but with a little bit of effort they'll go in. And it seems like they're happier to be in the center. We are also going to be using this shade of Orly today. It is Nourishing Nude. It's a sheer, so I am wanting to use that as my base color. Got that one in there, and then we'll be using the Orly's Second Dry as our quick dry top coat. Let's see if we can't get this one in one as well. Yes. Alright, so we've got our 4 colors in there. 4 colors. We've got our base and our top coat and our 2 colors in there, so let's try some stuff out. Quickly, as per the usual, a base coat. We're using the rubberized base coat from Orly Bonder. And then now that that has had a moment to dry, let's put a little bit of this Nourishing Nude on. Now, I really only want to put 1 coat of this because it is sheer, and I don't want to just cover in the whole nail and make it opaque. However, I know the standard is 2, so I think we'll just reevaluate once it's all on here and see if we should put a second. However, not all of these nails are even going to be left with any of the nude showing, but I haven't decided which ones will and which ones won't, so that's why I'm just putting it on all of them. Alright, I think I'm going to leave it like that for now. It is quite sheer, but that's okay. If we decide to go in with more on one of the ones that are exposed, we absolutely can, and I might be leaving this one exposed. In fact, let me go ahead and just put that extra layer on this one now. That way it'll be dry when we get to it. Alright, yeah, so it doesn't cover it in too much, but it is a bit of a thick layer. Hopefully it'll thin out as it dries. As per the usual though, we are going to start with the pinky nail. And I think we're going to start with this magnet. This one is the one that makes your line a little bit of a swerve in it. So let's put some of this magnetic polish on this nail. Now, as you know, regular nail polish dries pretty quickly. So we're gonna have to work as fast as we possibly can so it doesn't dry before it has a chance to be magnetized, and we're gonna have to do it in layers. Now the recommendation is 30 to 60 seconds per layer. So I'm gonna hold this here. I'm holding it really close, but trying not to touch the nail, so hopefully it's close enough. Let's give it a moment. Alright, we've got a swirl. Excellent work, guys. I like it, but we do want another layer because this one's a little crazy. But I'm liking it, I'm liking it. Let's go ahead and put another one on here. And then give it another 60 seconds. And there it is. Looks pretty good. We're gonna leave that alone. We're gonna save the top coating for the end because we're gonna have to top coat and hold the magnet over it again, because top coat will melt your polish and it'll disperse the line. So let's see how crisp it stays while we work through the other nails. We're gonna skip this one because this one I think we're gonna do the French on. We're gonna go to this one. And on this one, I think we're gonna choose one of these patterns to attempt, but also I'm gonna try and put it underneath, because the word is, if you put it underneath, for example, like this, which I think this is the way you would hold it, that it should be able to read through there, but I don't know if that's true. So we're gonna find out. Let's see, we should be able to see this happening as we put it on there though. And if we can't, I'll just hold it on top. Oop, look, see, I'm making a mess already. This is a pretty thin magnet though, to be honest. Not doing anything, let's hold it on top. Oops, I touched it. Well, fudge. Hang on. That's an effect that has happened, but not a good one. Now I'm getting way too much on here. This is gonna take forever. Alright, let's try not to touch it this time. Alright, so it's been 60 seconds and I got a swirl down the middle. Let me hold this with some sense. This is certainly not the pattern that I envisioned from this, but maybe I should paint on them and see what actually comes out. I don't know about this one. I'm gonna paint on it real quick. Let's see what happens. What's the worst? Oh, so it is a swirl pattern. Interesting. It's smudged up here though. I think I might have touched it. We are gonna have to do another layer, but I'm gonna let this one dry because it's pretty thick. Let me go ahead and clean it up as well. Maybe I should just take it off and start over. I think that's the right choice. But before we go ahead and do this again, I'm gonna paint on all of these and see what the image actually is. Look at that heart shape. That is a horrible heart. And then there's like some mess all around it. That's not good. I did get these magnets on Shein, in case you're wondering. So this one, I am not really even seeing the magnetic. Like, it must be either really spot on those lines or a lie. Okay, this one's pretty on. Don't hate that. I forgot to watch my recording and it ran out of time for that clip. This camera only records 20 minutes at a time for some reason. That one's okay. It's lines. And then let's also check this one just to be on the safe side. Alright, so that one does make the leaf pattern that it says it will. So really the only one that I hate is this heart one because it's got all this other nonsense going on, but I think hate's a strong word. I mean, it has its place in the world. Should we go in and try this one? I've stuck them together, that's why it looks messed up now. Let's try it. Let's do it. Let's try and do it in thin layers. And let's look at it so we can see what we're doing. Alright, give that one a 30-second cure. It did make the stripe, so let's put a little bit more on there. I said cure. It's just hold time. This is not gel polish. Alright, let's give that another. But we're going to do longer this time because we need it to really dry. Alright, we've got those on there. It looks like they kind of rolled to this side as well while I was holding it sideways. Interesting. We might trim the edges with something to make it like a candy stripe. I don't know, we'll come back to it. Want to try some of these circles? That Aurora type thing, let's give that a crack. I don't think that's the right word for it, but I've seen it called that. I think it's more like a black hole, really. At least in my opinion, that's what it looks like. But I don't make the rules here. I wonder if I can feel it this way. It cannot. So let's try. Let's get it close. Did we get anything? Yeah, kind of. Let's put a little more. It's still a bit hard to see. Alright, that's 60 seconds. Looks like we've done it. Look, can you see it when you roll it around? You certainly can. I think that's pretty neat. It's also kind of an illusion in the eye. I want to put more, but maybe we should wait, let this dry a little bit. Let's hop over here to this guy. I have this flower. What if we tried to make flowers? You think we'd mess them up, touching one and then the other? I'm gonna try it at separate ends. Let's just try and put a little bit of paint at a time. Let's do some here, the top half. I don't know if this is a good idea, but we're gonna find out. Alright, I gave that 30 minutes, ooh, or 30 seconds. That's neat. That's not a flower, but definitely cool. Let's put some down here. Gonna have a weird crack in the middle, but that's all right. It's gonna blend in the end. Let's do it down here. Hopefully it doesn't pull that top one apart. All right, 30 seconds on that end. It's going well. Let's try and put some more on the top part, and this time I'm gonna try and give it a minute. Let me pull that down a little bit. Alright, I gave it 60 on that one. It seems I've got a bubble somehow. I wonder if I can pop it. I don't know on that one, guys. Let's give this bottom part some. That's too much polish. Alright, I gave each end 60 seconds. I wonder if I can still manipulate this one a little bit. The top part has kind of just meshed together. I don't know. We'll see. This is holding up pretty strong though. And these are too. Now this one we're going to try and do a French. We'll come back to all that. And then I'm going to try and use this hair barrel to like push it around, but we'll see. I'm going to put some of this on a palette so I can use a smaller brush to try and make the lines, and then we'll fill it in. Now I don't know how well this is going to go. Because you guys may be aware, but I am horrible at straight lines. But we'll see. Look at that. Got it all over my finger right away. It's okay. I can clean it up. But now we've got to not mess around because it's drying on us and get this end filled in. Let's see. Ooh, yes. Ooh, too much. I don't know if my view is the correct view, but I'm trying to make that like, you know what I'm talking about. You see it. Yes, it worked. That thing. When you look at it, that's neat. Yeah, we're gonna leave that one as is for a moment while it dries because I think it won't dissipate. And then let's try and see if we can't go in and start our top coat process. We are gonna need this guy again since we're gonna have to hold it over this one. I gotta keep these magnets kind of carefully far apart because they keep trying to smack together. Alright, I gave that about 40 seconds of dry time, and so far, it's okay. Back to this guy. Give a... Man, I feel like I should do another layer of magnetic first, though. Like, what do you think? Oh no, I've messed this one up. I've got to stop doing that. I think we should do another layer on this one. And it's completely vanished. Great. We ruined it. Let's put some top coat on it and see if that'll melt it up a little bit. Trying not to touch it. Alright, so we got a little bit of it back, but I'm gonna tell you, these little flat ones here are not my favorite. They don't really work all that well. I feel like they're not very strong because they're not very big. Alright, now back to this fancy fella. Definitely don't want to ruin this one because it's so cool. Alright, so that one survived. And then we're going to circle back over here. I'm going to try and just top coat the top half first. This nail is going to be kind of weird no matter what we do. Alright, give that one 30 seconds on the top. Let's do 30 seconds on the bottom. Some of them I'm doing 30 seconds, some of them I'm doing 60 seconds, and I've not really got a good reason why. I think maybe just my favorite ones I'm giving longer, hoping they'll survive. Alright, that's another 30 for that one. It's something, like you can tell there's something there. I'm gonna definitely try and get some video or photos of these in the light so that we can try and see what's actually going on. Alright, now we've got to circle back to this guy. Like, I want to put another layer on, obviously, because it's really cool, but I've got to not fuck it up, so let's not fuck it up, guys. There seems to be like some sort of gap. I think it's okay. Now we've got to wait for that to dry before we put top coat on it. Alright, it's not been that long, but let's go ahead and throw this here top coat on. Now hopefully the dispersion won't really be an issue. I'm just gonna, you know, hover around it just in case. But because it's already kind of dispersy, it shouldn't tear it up. It shouldn't make it blurrier. And also, I don't know if you can see it, there's a hair in here, but it's under the polish, so there's nothing we can do about it. So anyway, these are the nails. This is New Year, New Me, trying something new. There's a bit of a spot that doesn't fit in with its friends. Let's kind of clean that up a little bit. Yes, that's much better looking. Hopefully I'm getting some nice shots outside to where we can have a nice look at this. I really do like this effect. And really, if I were to build it up, it would probably be even cooler, or maybe even put it on top of a black. This one, I think we ruined by adding some more, but it's whatever. I think that making this effect was pretty neat. This one's one of my favorites. This one, I wish it had gone better, but we're learning here. That's totally fine. So anyway, I have a new PR video coming up here pretty soon. I'm pretty sure this is going to post before it. If not, then you've already seen it, and it doesn't matter. I have a lot on my schedule this year, especially this first quarter, that I've kind of got jotted out a little bit. Make sure that you are subscribed so you are not missing it. We are growing, and I have been collecting a ton of stuff for the 500 subscriber giveaway. Like, it is a bunch. I've got a little box going, and I'm starting to wonder if I'm going to need to split it into 2 pieces because it is so much stuff. But either way, thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your interaction. I really do appreciate it. And I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.